Hello and welcome to Crit Happens, a show where a group of goblins come together to play Dungeons and Dragons. Once again, my name is TJ, and I'll be serving as our dungeon master for these treasonous villains. Oh, it's same thing. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone back to El Bastia. Last time we picked up is the party met the King of the Underdark and Theron's father, Yrlakk Lunks. Open the letter that you all brought from King Hasatan, which essentially said, "Join us or perish," and took you all on a tour through the slums of Byzantium. I then went and had tea with Ulfric Volgrad, former adventurer who seems to know a lot about history, mostly history the party has been curious about and got nothing but lies. Yeah, sessions here. We have to learn these new things. We pick up now with an unexpected knock at Ulfric's door. As Ulfric opens the door, you will see a very small, to be drow child holding a dagger. It's a child, man! As a dagger swings through the door. Okay. Yeah.
You can't kill him.
Almost had him.
I'm gonna take the dagger.
Dexterity saving.
Oh. Later. A 16.
You reach for the dagger and she yanks it back and slices your hand a little bit by accident. Sorry. He runs.
Oh. Person.
I love the little kid. Child.
Runs across the street.
Did she like just read The Catcher in the Rye? Like,
Oh,
Wild.
he's gonna let her go. Okay. You kind of watch as she like peeks through the window. Stares at the house. One of the curtains closes. Oh, he turns around and laughs as he hands you a roll of gauze. Your bleeding hand. Watch this like blackish blood. One in Rauva's hand. It was a surprise. One,
That often.
once or twice a day. Since you left. You gave her the dagger, actually. And it was intimidating. There's usually cheese in my beard, so maybe she wants the cheese.
Feed that. You can't even fight an owl bear.
Not a challenge. You find right now, I've got a pit out in the backyard.
Arm wrestle me?
Oh, wait. Don't fight
You can
me.
use an owl bear.
I don't even use my human arm for you. Oh, kick it to him, son. It's my boy. I forgot about that already.
yeah, Melville's.
He takes his metal hand with the sword and stabs it into the wall. And watch this tear rise out of the wall. There's it. And he gets down on his knees and puts his hand out.
I'm not strong. Let's do this.
Strength saving throw.
Okay.
23. Watches his hand grabs Lily's and is like twice the size. It's chibi. He was like right there immediately. I'm gonna do this because I'll throw your hand down to the next one.
Best 2 out of 3.
I mean, we haven't won yet. It's right here, not down yet. It's here.
Okay.
Make another strength saving throw. He's just gloating a little bit.
Okay.
Total of
22.
He pushes and slams her hand down on the table with a 25. Well, anyways, about the owlbear. On a scale of 1 to 20, how strong would you say you are?
13.
I handle myself fine. I'm intimidating in the fact that a metal arm and a hole for an eye.
If you're so intimidating, then why don't you go out more?
Why do I need to? I have everything I need here. I'm an integral part of this community, right, Rauva?
It's my boy.
Sure, but let's try making an impact. It's really doing it.
Making an impact here? You don't know that. This is your first time. You've been here for what, 12 hours? You're going to come here and tell me how to live my life and my community. You went away long because you were scared.
Oh,
You didn't like mom and dad see Yrlakk. You told us that. You said you're an ability, but you ran away. You went like 30 minutes ago. I know you were scared because you found a priest. You found religion.
I'm not beforehand. I just wanted to dive deeper into that.
Nice. You know, let everyone know Ryan is now rocking with a stack on his face. It is a dice stack. It's like right on his chin. This is
understand.
Roosters, turkeys.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right, not to take away from the intensity between King and Wolf, or I mean, not Wolf, Ulfric. Respect the choice. I just wanted you to know. Tell me how to live my life. I'll tell you to live yours.
Anyway, was that child that was feral child? She's not your sister?
Dumpster demon.
It is a dumpster demon.
Oh,
I'll feed her.
a dumpster demon. That is definitely true.
Yeah, that's my younger sister Malva. She likes daggers and murder.
And no, she can't read. She's not like into crime novels or anything.
No passion for
Oh, your parents are very,
no.
I think, quite concerning that they're like, essentially, I mean, although they're elves, but IRL, they're like 7-year-old girl running around with a dagger trying to kill a 70-year-old man.
She actually could be.
Better.
That's generally what it takes for somebody to kill you is if you let them.
I'm gonna get a few good butts in.
Not me.
But she's quick. Oh, coffee tea.
Actually, really good. Daily quality.
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 Quality. Tea.
Quality.
I should open up a tea shop and call it that. Quality. More of this in mind. There's a ton of stuff another somewhat threat. All from various parts of our fate. What are you going to do? What do you want to do?
You can get Big Z to not be so neutral in his standing. It'd be nice. I mean, I'm not asking him to go to war, but we can get some trade routes going. I mean, start working on building a rebellion, something that could put up a fight. 6 people can't do much, but they'll do enough.
Theron chimes in.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll take before 47. Theron kind of stands and walks to the bookshelf that's empty and now has a gash from his blade in it. What I will say is it's definitely that the father will not back a rebellion. As long as if we don't get involved, we're not a part of it, then we're not a problem.
Well, your father,
He's
He's a
I
fool.
don't want to hear.
what the letters
I don't think he even needs to back a rebellion. I think he needs to support his people. I think in turn we can start a rebellion. I mean, it looks like resources are down. I mean,
Also, either way, the king's gonna come after this place.
king will come.
If
I will make it.
you know, doesn't align with his beliefs. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, Chuck passes a note and asks questions like, "Can you give us the irrigation? Can you give us the rest of or location of his irrigation system so that we can cut off his water supply and make sure his food's poisoned and then his army's, not so strong so we can attack."
Albert looks at the note and does not read it.
Ah,
He like reads it, does not say it out loud. He
Ah,
just sets him down.
damn, he wants to know.
He just shakes his head.
Everybody in the capital.
That's essentially what he said. It's all right. Only over sees that.
The most largest groups that have ever gone against the Hassani Dominion have been small rebellion groups, which is why they all failed, because they're going against an army. You need to band together. Actual army.
Regardless of if the king would actually back a rebellion, I feel like his people should still need something to defend themselves.
And Theron stands up and you see his face has gotten a little bit darker. He's very. He's like, the problem is, my father's a fool. He's afraid to step out and actually do anything for his people. Dalton, he's a phenomenal king and he's done great things. He'd look a lot less old if he would just step up and have a pair.
For him to ask.
Again,
Anymore.
that's why I left. I'll sooner cut your hips in half.
That's obviously not helping anyone.
I don't know that we need a rebellion. I think what we need is something for people to just have to have hope in. Faith in. Other than the divine. I'm sorry not to offend any of you. But I don't know how soon he'd back rebellion or even the trade society. There is no trade. Unless we were to literally get on a boat and sail to Viridia or Industral, I don't know where we're going to go for trade. Well, someday I'd like for us to take the chance to exceed Viridia and maybe close the portal from hell. I don't think we're really at a point right now where we can survive time at the open sea.
Well, there are a lot more places than you think that are aligned with us. Like,
And we were going,
we didn't expect to run into the Traveling Finger Tavern or people in Senros. So
there's plenty.
we could just do secret trades.
Ulfric is like shaking with his hand in the air. He's like, I brought something for you. 2 ideas here. There are 2 places outside of the Empire that are not fallen and abandoned like Dawnfall. You want to Dawnfall, I assume?
Once.
The 2 of you have not, but. So, Dawnfall has been abandoned since Grunts, supposedly. There's still rumor. I know for a fact that there is an orc and a gnome community north of the Empire, north of Clifton. Gremvar and Umogrog. Supposedly Theron lives somewhere between those 2 cities. There's a deity you could try to convince. And if you would have interest in seeking one. There's also rumors of Ari living in the Webmaster jungle as Ari. The south of the mountain range. I don't know if it's true. I've been there before and I've never seen people. Supposedly, where the gate bridge between the Fae was, there's supposedly still people from the Fae living there. There could be dozens, potentially. They would not stand for, if they're from the Fae, they're not going to stand for anti-arcane and divine.
I guess we can have a shot and try to seek the goddess and seek the Fae people.
I can't imagine that it would be easy, Check through the jungle, but interesting.
Looks like we don't have much choice.
Very little that's worth doing this evening.
I the king gets back, we'll speak with him, and maybe all of us can travel back to the palace and have an actual conversation. I'll try cooking something up while you all converse more about what you want to do. I interrupt. I just wanted to let that be known. Aaron turns to you all. So what do we do? Obviously, we're not going to be like my father and forget about this. I don't think that's anything any of us want to do.
We could do one look for those people.
Houri, Houri.
Well, I had already planned on finding pirate very soon. Because she spoke to me more than I need to find
Why don't
her. She find Dyrr first, because it might be easier to do that. And maybe she can lead us to the Owry? She knows anything?
Right. I mean, ultimately, feels like we should go to the jungle now because that's closer. But there's a decent chance we could die. We don't know what the jungle holds. No one knows the jungle might hold.
And hopefully by meeting Tyron first, we could be better prepared for the journey through the jungle.
Maybe on our way back down to the jungle, we stop here again.
Having a god on our side would probably make it easier to cross into daylight.
I also said maybe we need to find out and confront him about these things that we didn't know about.
I mean, that's so little known about the jungle. I know there's one of them tells of the movie, but
There are two people I could think of that might know about the jungle. That would be Atlas and Thyron.
It looks like Tyron is our first stop.
I say we go to Senros first. It's on the way. Sort of.
Sort of.
It's only about a 3 days detour. In retrospect, it's not bad because otherwise we have to go through Clifton.
I don't know.
After we go to Thyron and then try to find all those lost people. Easy, right? To find the lost temple of a goddess.
Just your things like that.
On the way, we can help where we can and maybe try to get some hard work knocked out, maybe grow better as a team. At the end of it all, we'll help some people for the forgotten below.
Bring this mission will give the people something to believe.
Only back now we can get supplies to Zant, maybe try to take on the kobold camp. If there's a dragon in this place or something. If there's a dragon 2 miles deep, maybe we should kill it.
there's a what?
Yeah, that's probably the best.
No.
I'm saying it again. The large lizard folk with breathes fire or something. Anything else we need to do? Well, obviously stay here a day more or so you can spend time with your family. We can get novels and not kill Ulfric.
I think it's possible.
Take the knife.
Yeah.
We can go shopping if you feel. We do have a solid shopping district. So. Ulfric turns around. Everyone, sorry, I'm looking out the window. The carriage is here. I hope we've come to some sort of consensus. You all load up. Ulfric joins you. He sits in the back with Chuck and Vulcan. A few times you catch him putting his arm around Vulcan a little bit. He's like, keep Vulcan in the room. I mean, it's chilly.
Yeah, because I know that they're very together around.
There's an ecosystem. But I mean, it's kind of like going through the cabin.
It's like
Well, we're taken back to the palace. The king did not come to pick you up. There's about 4 people you are. Talking about Model A letter name.
Yes, centipede model aliens.
So I brought back to the Purple Palace and Ulfric. Out first, and no, let's not go in there and be as blunt as Farron was. And Farron kind of like pushes past him and walks into the temple, or into the palace first. As you all enter, you see that the king is sitting in his throne and stands to greet you all. There's chairs still from the Russian doll here. There's all the chairs set out still for you all to sit. There's still food if you wish to grab some more food. If you... But as you all sit, the king. Alrighty, so was your visit? You're all on the same page now. Let's write this off as another instance of king trying to put pressure on necessarily and forget about it.
All on the same page, but I believe it's a different one from yours.
So what are you thinking?
I am a robot. I do nothing.
Ah,
They hate the Americans.
I think we should.
Aaron interrupts you. I think you're a fool for not doing anything about it. We're going to. He's like looks confused. What do you plan to do then? Aaron looks back at all of you because he has not sat down in his throne seat. He's just standing there. The rest of you sit down around him. We've decided that we're going to find Thyron and recruit forces to eventually feel confident to try to do something about injustices here. Try to find Thyron, and we're going to down to the jungle and find some supposedly dead folks, and then maybe the king. I don't know. Anyone want to add to that? I got caught up in the fact that I'm yelling at my dad. So
That summed it up pretty well. Look for the dead folk. Maybe find that list.
we got to check out him. I mean, the thing is, you know exactly where he is for one, but also you can just speak to him right now. What is about you? And he looks around and there's the over. What are you? Over. I think that I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to find maybe the people that once called a family and convince them that there are things at play here. Maybe see about getting some more forces for the world for that. Because I imagine under the tinker there might be several dozen people that want to fight. I want to at least do something. From there, maybe pick up with you all. Maybe kill Brilla and convince Francis that she's a bitch. I'm going to not sit out my arse anymore. Because I think Tiefling told me that I was kind of a freeloading asshole. Well, maybe be better than that.
What? Game? Because they're not cooking like
I'm also going to go try to find out if Krantz is actually dead. But I think Fire and Louise is going us. It'd be nice if we could get a little better at no, or deities at walk. Siren, Shivari, possibly Krantz, remnants of having sex. So, I don't know how to find remnants of a person walking, but I think we should find an actual Krantz.
Probably finish one here to you in the morning.
And sort of just, well, I appreciate your intents. I can't support it. I support that I'm supporting our rebellion and therefore putting my people at risk. So I appreciate it, but I thought showing you the trouble we're already in would convince you to not cause more trouble.
Give us any support, not riding like paper and rocks.
Also, you're gonna be in trouble anyway.
I think that's just a matter of opinion. I don't think this is a threat. I think this is a warning.
It seems like King sent you many warnings.
Two sides of the same coin, King. Big Z.
You should take warning from the king as a threat.
I mean, you're listening to warnings from the king, honestly.
I haven't received warnings myself, but I've seen what he's done to people who he does not like or who are beneath him. I do not wish to see that same fate come.
A runaway of the King's Guard. I mean, I'd rather than kill me on the side. That's what it does.
As much as your stories are, I just. You had an army standing behind you, I might stand by with it. But no, it's just. He even finds out that what you all are doing. I mean, sort of gestures to the walls. But several of servants just go and shut doors behind them, and they leave. I was speaking to the people that caused the accidents in Clifton and stole the train, and there's a pretty good chance that this app would be burned.
Well, I think you're in luck. I'm just gonna put my arms out like, right here.
I'm aware of that, and that's my point. He knew that. Probably kill all of my people.
It's going to be reason enough to at least raise your army. I'm ready.
And I'll make a persuasion check. Yeah, it'll be a group. Rauva and Vulcan advantage. So the advantage meaning you can roll d20 twice the higher. Ready, go. And Vulcan.
320.
Not one.
Cheat.
God.
I know it. I did use the digital.
He's one of those.
There's a group average of about 17. Natural one really dragged you down, but that's 2 failures.
Chuck's not even talking right now.
You had 3 failures and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So just enough off 17. King sort of looks around. You all go out and find your people. Back here. Tell me you've done something. Tell me you actually care about my people and not see your own problems. Consider giving you out. Now, they show you their train. I appreciate what you're wanting to do. Nobody lost enough to not want to lose an entire people. They view me badly enough as it is. I joined the army, I joined the war, so my armies and lost all of them. Joining forces with troops doesn't happen with some people right now. It's really a good look for a king.
We'll find those. We'll get
If you do, then you'll have my support. If not, then maybe you're all right. You come back next time, and everyone here will already be dead, and I'll fool along. He's like as red as purple can be. He's got a scowl on his face. He sort of just looks back at all of you and to Ulfric. You watch him reach into his pocket. He pulls out a ring and looks at it, throws it on the ground, and says, "Coward," and walks out the back door. Out of the street.
I guess I'll follow him.
Right with you?
Sure, Ulfric.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second. Lily?
I want to go to my bedroom.
Just sitting there.
Yeah, because he's still quiet. He's like,
Churchill's drinking water.
he's just quiet and still doing his therapy.
I want to send a message to the yeah, I'd like to speak privately.
His hand and gestures towards a door behind his throne. When you go back there, Ulfric sort of looks at all of you. Well, that was more than I thought it would go. I mean, it's unnecessary. I'm going to go to the market and go for a walk. Anyone wants to join me? I'm welcome to have you. Oh, yeah. Where do you want to come with us?
Yep.
We've got
We are spread out.
we are splitting the party, folks. We've got going to the city, Ulfric, and Vulcan, and Chuk, Rune, Lily,
Chuckmeister.
Aaron. We have Wulf and Yrlakk. Then we have King Rauva. I get Vulcan, Lily, Rauva, and Yrlakk. Roll initiative. He's a barbarian, has advantage on initiative. Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. Right. Rauva.
Information.
Lily. Okay.
14.
Vulcan. So, as we split the party, we'll start with you and the king back in his study. In his study, there's a desk that has an assortment of documents on it, 2 windows facing out into the behind the cat in the palace, and then there is just a couple of shelves with books in it. It's very simple. Oh, you wanted to speak with me to start with it then?
Yes. I just wanted to start out by saying I completely understand where you're coming from and what your views are about this whole plan. Sure you probably noticed how little input I gave as well, because as much as I love helping and everything, it's just I really don't want to bring anything bad here to Dizanth.
It's just, he doesn't get it. He just,
And I hope you know that I wouldn't do anything to put Dizanth in danger either.
sorry, I don't think he would either. He's not intentionally. Just a kid.
I've seen what loss is like and what effect it has on people, and I really don't want to bring any violence to here, considering how much we've already lost.
You're not going to do.
Well, I'm going to do what I need to do, seeking out Byron, because that was my original plan. But I really want to contribute. I just want to make sure that it's done carefully. It's not spark anything.
I certainly appreciate that. It's a lot of people here are just very young. would know what's going to be best for us all. If they do have fun, that's just.
I'm a person that likes to analyze every side of an argument, I guess to say.
Right. And I think that's kind of how you're very analytical and very thoughtful about decision making.
Blindly and half-assedly do shit that we don't fully have planned. And jeopardize thousands of lives because of, just not thinking things through.
I appreciate that. That's the plan you all have. I just waiting to see
Exactly.
if it works.
That's where I am too.
I'm glad to know that there's someone at least on the group that understands what I'm saying. Only he wouldn't be so naive about it.
But I was just wanted to reassure you that make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid.
I appreciate that. And he already hands you the ring that he threw down. It is a silver ring. It has like an L and a crest. It's some sort of signet ring. Likely the Lust family crest. Lust family crest. You can hold on to that for a while until he.
Just for that,
Probably won't. Oh, it's in your option. Kind of. In the morning, I suppose. There's nothing else I can be thinking. Keep that issue. My father said hello.
Okay.
Make for the fan.
The fan.
Alrighty. Brings us to the Farron situation. How awesome. The two of you follow Farron outside, and he sits on the steps angrily. And as you all come out, he stands. I'm sorry, it's so frustrating that he doesn't understand what needs to be done. He sees these people, he sees these things, he sees all of these people that need help and want something to hope for and to fight for them, and he cowers over, allows the devil to continue to control every decision he makes.
Really understand. And I understand where you're coming from and where your hatred from the Empire stems and for the king. I've grown up in that society my whole life. I've seen it firsthand. But I can also see why your father is so hesitant to go on with this plan because you've seen the armies of the Empire.
Right, I mean, yeah, I fought a lot of them, but
Don't get me wrong. I understand where you're coming from. There's the classic saying, having
Plus, we're going to look for these people, but Ulfric said there are what, dozens of them versus thousands.
I understand having some hesitation about sending your people to die. I believe that he genuinely wants to help you.
I think that it'd be easier for us to do all these things if we had more people to do it for us and with us.
And I'm all for trying, because we'll never get anywhere if we don't at least try to find these people.
Play with that. It's going to be a hard conversation no matter what. But let's go buy you a drink. I get a little bit.
It's,
Right. What? There's a bar downtown. It's called. It's like. Think of the name. Hold on, give me a second here. I was being a DM, not having a name last night. Oh, the Underdark Brew. Go there. Meet you all there in a couple of hours. I'm just gonna go crash my head into a wall for a bit. That's there for a little while. Well, there in probably 2 hours or so. You all want to tell the others when they come out? That'd be great. Also, he takes off like jogging down the steps.
It's
So, you're going to go to your private room. What are you gonna do?
What's all in the bedrooms that we're in?
So there's a bed, a private restroom in each room. There's a chest and a desk.
I don't want to change this. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna lock the door behind me. I'm gonna close the curtains. Pull out the chair in the middle of the room. And I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
You see that there is a scribble right in front of your face. It does not vanish when you cast a spell.
I'm gonna pull Hawthorne and pet him gently. They're going to have the nerve follow me. Have the nerve come here and talk to me. I'm just gonna sit there and stare at the scribble.
Okay, persuasion check with advantage. Do that or intimidation, I'll let you choose. We'll come back to that.
damn.
Ulfric, Vulcan, and Chuck, as you all begin walking out the doors, you open them to see Farron jogging off to one side, and Wulf and Yrlakk are just standing there looking at each other and looking back at you all. All right, he's running away. And Yrlakk and Wulf.
The man clear his head. We're going to meet him at the bar here in a little bit.
Bar.
The dark room.
I could be there as well. How long?
Hour, right, Yrlakk? Said 2 hours.
Sure, I can meet you there. You're welcome to join us. We're going to go shopping at that time. At least that's what we said. I'm probably just going to go probably buy food. To be honest.
Damn it, whatever. I'm just gonna follow you. I like your company.
I'll walk into the city place. Yrlakk and Wolf, are you going to go straight to that tavern? Or are you going to hang out with them for a bit? Yrlakk?
Oh, I forgot I was with him.
You're good.
Um,
Are you going to go with Ulfric and then to go shopping? Or are you just going to go straight to the bar?
No, I think I'll just go straight to the bar.
Ready?
Actually, I'm going to do the same because I want to get some time to read the book over. So I'm 2 of 3 successes on that. So.
How many book? Yeah. Go ahead and make a religion check, and we'll get to that in a just say that. For Chuck, Ulfric, and Vulcan, you all go to this stand that Ulfric is hiding out this entire time and walking. He's saying they've got the best. Okay. Those that don't know that aren't from New Mexico, goes to street court. As you all go out to this marketplace, it doesn't have any writing on it other than the word elote. Ulfric walks up. All right, then. You see behind the bar is this lizard folk with like only wearing an open red vest and like khaki shorts. And they turn with their very long fingers. Hello, then. Interested in elote?
Chuck just walks right up there and then writes down scribble, gives it to him and says, "Give me everything."
It's 1 pound, 1 cup for you, then.
He just wants the cup. He wants extra meat, extra cheese, and extra corn.
That'd be 4 gold. He turns around and quickly grabs some and hands it over to you. Back over simply just get the cup. It costs him 2 gold because he doesn't get any extra things. Would you like anything, Dad?
All good, thank you very much.
Maybe an extra spoon.
Please.
Try
I'm
to.
just gonna chew on it. I have like a
It's a metal spoon, so yeah,
Could Chuck try to feed some elote to Vulcan? Be like,
you can certainly try.
goes up and tries to give you.
I'll eat it.
Delicious,
Good night.
delicious.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
It's got that little spice to it, you know. Like
It's gonna be real nutritious in our biosystems. Like on the fuel.
yeah.
Delicious.
Over turns around with a mouthful of corn. Or there's anything you wanted to shop for or looking for. I didn't speak, man. It was just a joke. Got a therapist.
Okay, because I was losing my mind there for
For
a
a psychiatrist.
I was losing my mind.
I was losing my mind there for a little bit
You
again.
don't have one to lose. What do you want to shop for?
Pastries.
Sure.
Don't worry, it'll be a quick trip. I'm not gonna fight with him like I've done the last few hundred.
And anything I'm looking for. It was lovely, right?
Yeah, I have money to be throwing around.
Neither do I. Don't really do anything. He walks over to like this small little pastry shop, purple tapestries. Walking inside, there's a young human man behind the counter. There. I'm interested in some pastries. What can I get for you?
What's the best thing you have here?
I'm quite a fan of our cupcakes. They're pretty good.
Can I sample one?
Nuts.
Can I sample that?
No Jeff wants that.
You can have one of our cupcakes. They're made with those mushrooms.
Doesn't sound appetizing.
Be 1 gold for a cupcake.
Can I sample? Give you samples. That's all. I'm just curious.
Not usually.
I try to take all my money, aren't you?
Chocolate or vanilla.
Oh, both.
2 gold. Thank you. And jam it, please. 2 cupcakes. They're like that big. They're like cinnamon roll size.
Just the same kid that was running the hammer game back in.
Oh no. No, it's just another young kid with acne. She was a Wulf, anyways. I think.
There.
You came in here.
Yeah, it's screaming. Right, Chuck tries them, but then he spits them out. Oh. I was gonna say, wait, is that the one with the mushrooms you said, or? Oh, okay. Then.
They're both made with almost exclusively mushrooms, but they're very good, very sweet.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I was gonna say, wait, what kind of mushrooms? The ones where Chuck, enters the 4th dimension, kind of mushrooms.
no,
Okay.
no, this is not the last game.
Got it.
They're just like portobellos that are
That's mushrooms.
All right. Well, Chuck likes them, so he buys. Doesn't.
For the root, or for the meat, oh, for the dozen of 18 gold.
I persuade him to do 10.
Wow, what are you saying? What are you
Wait, time out. Wait, what? Wait. Hold on a minute. How much is it for 1 cupcake?
Gold.
Why would you be charging him 18 gold for 12 cupcakes?
It's a deal for the. It's only $9 for a dozen.
Oh, did he say it was getting 2 dozen?
He did.
Oh, thank you.
Can I see dollars? Wait, it's only 9 gold per dozen.
Well, regardless, I thought he was getting 1 dozen and you were charging him 18, and I was like, oh, you gotta fuck me over.
So this big.
Yeah.
These boxes are like this big.
He has a huge box.
I can carry on.
Cupcakes.
Gold.
We're starting you to do lower.
Chuck, you need to.
How? What do you say? You get
Oh, how?
Miguel, when you go to buy something at Walmart and you want to be like, oh yeah, can I persuade you to do less? You're like, man, my mom is rotting in the car. Her toes are being eaten by my dog, and my dad just shot my wife. You say that, you say, can I persuade you? Persuade him, Miguel.
Chuck.
My wife is in labor. She needs the cupcakes now.
Chuck,
It's
Okay, Lenny, so it's
Listen, we're buying in bulk. It should be a few coins, a few gold coins off. And that just makes sense. If your price for one cupcake is going to be 1 gold, then
it's
it should be like half off, like 50% off. Instead of
He said. He said.
I'll make a persuasion check straight because you had gotten a disadvantage by saying your wife was in labor.
Yeah.
Either your wife's a gold digger and having an affair.
man, just give him a discount. You should have some
Hold on. I'm just gonna check my.
I hope you know that they've got an advantage against it as well. It's against the unnatural one.
19.
Wait.
Surprisingly,
Yeah,
this salesman also rolled back. If you meet it, you beat it. Oh. Fine. 2 for 15. 2 gold.
Bad at bargaining, but he always gets his bargain.
You can source it. His charisma's too high.
That's called a dub. I'm a Vulcan and Chuck special.
You know,
Stanley.
you know what? Maybe Chuck is a secret villain. He's stringing all over something.
I know.
I don't know.
So you now have 2 massive boxes of cupcake. I'll give you a dozen vanilla and a dozen chocolate.
Okay. And all I'm just gonna say is like, hey sir, not a share of my friends.
Because you're like this thick, and the cupcakes are like 3 of you. So, after you finish up, head in the library.
Good old grounds.
Go ahead and remind me of your passive perception.
14.
Actually, let's see back. You get a perception check with advantage.
You know what? Wait, what's it?
Perception. So, walking up to the library. At the library. So the library is a brown, like sort of beige brown building. Has an arch on it. There are darker like bands on the arch. And there's a large tree comes up. And just off the tree is like this hanging down roof. As you walk up to the building, you catch a glimmer of something pink in the corner of your eye from the roof.
I'm gonna go look for it.
You turn around and look, and you see sitting up top, Blade summoned Farron sitting on the roof.
Okay, so look for it.
You're gonna climb the tree and go up there. That's how he gets up there.
That's not how I'm gonna get up
How are
there.
you gonna get up there?
Stairs.
Onto the roof. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Advantage because you've climbed this tree before. You have advantage.
That's an 11.
See, it was a 10.
Jeez.
So you made it. I'm gonna set a DC for the wizard to climb a tree higher than 10. This tree practically has steps on it. Like,
built-in stairs.
yeah. The branches just get cut off and they're like a foot out all the way up. It's a spiral staircase.
Oh my god.
Wizards are edgy. They're gonna sit on the roof sometimes.
Where?
Like, let's see if I remember how to do this.
You do. You do like snap a branch or two, but when you get to the top, you see a hand reached out as Farron watched you almost fall. He helps pull you onto the roof.
I almost died.
Looking for me.
It was just,
Wouldn't be the first time.
I was looking for Duggold
He's not here.
About Allie, did you see Allie?
No, they left when I got here.
About the Wellens.
They're not here either. Almost no one in there. I mean, sort of a parade, and it's also like 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, it's pretty late. I forgot about that.
And the Underdark never really sleeps. But
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I guess I'm stuck with you then.
I said, not the first thing they ever come looking for me. Let me change the music quickly.
So where are you forlorn and lonesome right now?
Did you not just notice I got in a fight with my father? And you just forgot about that part. Like, he's just a fool. He just doesn't understand what we're needed to do, and he would just let us take some of his. And if he pledged to us his armies, then we could then go out there as we're advocating to others and say we have an army on our side. And
Nice to have that support, but I also understand where he's coming from. Huh?
nothing.
Oh,
I just don't understand. I can't see his side of it.
well, you has to take care of a lot of people. And I've seen what loss is, and I've seen what it does to people. And I don't want that kind of tragedy to happen here.
He just every time that something bad happens, he shuts down and pretends it's not real.
I know, but I feel like right now he's trying to prevent bad things from happening again by being cautious and trying to see things out first.
We're going to come here a few weeks or a few months, whatever, and find the whole place laying dead because he didn't do anything.
He can take care of himself.
Yeah, we might think so. How many times he got dead bodies dropped off on his doorstep because he didn't do anything about it?
Yeah, but if while we're gone they decide to come down here and do something, I'm sure he would prepare for it. He said his armies are ready.
His armies are ready and they're really so plentiful. Why can't he take out the kobolds? Why did the people he sent off there to go fight the dragon get killed and never come back?
There are thousands of them. That's a pretty hard thing to
And he's sneaky military men.
I have no idea.
Just saying, just not wanting your people to die, but letting them die of starvation and bad housing and I'm afraid of something that doesn't even exist.
But I see it from his point of view too.
Well, there's a reason I'm not a king, I guess. I never will be. So. If he dies, he's shooting down his hand. Oh shit. We'll live here in cowards. Our family should have let if you want because they were so afraid of the Delphi.
I understand where they're the whole time when I was growing up I would see what my dad would do every time he went out of the cave and being attacked. First time I went out by myself, I got attacked by an owlbear and nearly died. So
Oh. That's true. But why do we have to shelter 100-year-old or centuries old people? Just coddle our people. Don't let them see anywhere other than just Dizan. The other side of Dizan is kobolds. The outside of Dizan is who knows what, I guess the Empire if you go that way. We're supposed to shelter them from everything that is in the Underworld.
I'd the reason I went out as well was because I wanted to bring more information and more things for people to experience that.
People to experience themselves. We're dying because we're out of space. I agree that we can't venture into the kobolds because there's too many of them. We're dying of cramped space. Why would we not just leave? An entire city was once the capital of this continent. He's afraid to go to because of ghost stories.
Yeah,
Sure, but if you have armies that are so capable,
but not against those kinds.
we fought them alright.
Yeah, but we also have, you know, with experience.
It seems naive to think that this like gestures to everything around is smart.
The out entering is not fair. As much as I'd like it to be, it's just you for some people.
Instead, we just keep our people like sheep to be fed to the wolf whenever he comes down. Feels like.
Yeah.
I appreciate you trying to level my head with his, but unlike him, I'm not a fool or a coward. Sometimes we all have problems with our parents. Right now, I have one. So. And I guess, technically speaking, a lot of us have trouble with his parents because his parents are dead. So. How do you guys spend the evening with your family?
I think so. I don't know. Just try to find Douglas and Callie, and maybe one of the Wellmans.
Maybe in the pubs or something. We're gonna go. I'm gonna go meet the small group of the brewery. It reminds me of the way things used to be. People thought life here wasn't bad. I like being fed to people being lies about you.
Yeah.
He was talking more about us, but I mean, being down here. Remember we talked recently about things being different in the past and all that.
Oh, they're not so different for now.
Right? To an extent. I think for me, I I'm gonna say, even though you're kind of creepy for following me out of here and constantly seeking me and never leaving me alone forever, and annoying.
Like it's not the whole world doesn't revolve around.
And you just do everything you can to hurt me. And you smile at my father. You smile at my father. You think this place is nice. You,
Seeing what he was like when you were gone. I've still father.
you know something? If my father wasn't such a coward, I'll be still be alive. But he'd taken her out of the Underdark.
Yeah.
She was sick during the entire time she was pregnant with me. He stayed here. He was afraid of what would happen out there because of the color of our skin.
But it's terrifying out there. Leaving her alone would have been even worse.
He's taken her out there.
Yeah, but he would have had to worry about himself and you and her at the same time. Just without knowing what's out there.
Instead, he just let his wife die.
I
Not only did he not go out there, he didn't send anyone. He didn't. He didn't call anyone.
but can't blame all of it on
It feels like I can.
you should. It's not like he knew. It's not like anyone knew.
When she was sick. Everyone knew she was sick. And instead, whenever our doctors couldn't figure out how to fix it, like, oh, it's okay. When the baby's born, she won't be essentially dying anymore. It's lucky that she didn't die while I was still inside of her.
I just don't think it's fair for you to blame that on him.
Just for a long time, I either blamed him or blamed myself. So I was sort of incapable of stopping myself from being conceived. So I would say it's sort of his fault, at least that not that she got sick, but that she never got better. If I were ever to be blessed with a child or a wife, I would happily take him wherever it need. I would walk into King Hospital's house himself if he was a doctor. Yes. Right. I was saying, it's nice to be back here. Yeah. Come to the tavern with us, or you just going to?
Yes.
Make your way towards it then. He starts climbing out of the tree and reaches out a hand to help you down. He like sticks out his arm to walk with yours.
Die.
He's gonna keep you safe, unlike his head.
You need it.
You all head towards the tavern.
Ever.
Back in the tavern, all of you are gathered now with Ulfric. Ulfric buys a round of ale. Actually, he buys you out of shots. Everyone except Lily, who everyone assumes is asleep. I'll go what's going on there in a few minutes. Tavern, there's an assortment of people. There is Doubled and Alley. That's the only ones for now. Only those two currently. And when you and Farron walk in interlocking arms, they both kind of look at each other and look back at you with their like jaws dropped. In fact, everybody here that is of the age that you all are like, what the hell is that?
Like try to not show him. You're doing so that
Make a slam hand check. The rest of you, as she's doing that, bar is popping. It's a straight up party. It's like a college party in here. Everyone here is relatively Rauva's age. For context, up between the ages of 18 and 22. Our age, like IRL. They're raving. There's bars going off. They're playing like some like rave music. It's some good music going. Managed to hide pretty well, it seems.
I'm just trying to show them like I told you I wasn't lying, kind of a thing.
And then she'll like wave their hand for you to come over towards them.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna talk to Dougal real quick. Dougal and Ellie.
No problem. I'll say this music, still up with that music. See how this goes. I don't want it to be like too ravey. So you go over to speak to Dougal. The rest of you have a free shot. Essentially, this is like colored tequila. As those shots are handed out, anybody not going to be drinking? Out there.
That was never in.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You watch
no choice.
You watch as Ulfric leans into the bartender, like trays of shots are brought out to everyone in the bar. Ulfric sets down a stack of coins. There's one right over to you as well. Ulfric leans into all of you. What do you all call yourselves? Are you like? I said it was the spell swords friendly.
Well,
I'm at the point where I don't really call myself anything but Yrlakk. Just since
I think your group name.
Yrlakk's had a bit too many of those purple tequila shots.
You drink nothing yet.
Yeah. No, I'm still drunk. Well, I drink earlier.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but we got an old man. What's the party called? Funny, yeah, you know,
Pretty good.
you hear as Ulfric stands up on the table. Everyone, heroes of the Underdark, chaos under management. Everyone screams. What's for you? Everyone takes a shot. The whole place takes a shot. And the music pumps again.
Hey, yo!
Yo!
There's just well, happy.
So, for the record, it is 2 gold per shot. Anybody wants to buy one, can buy one. Just deduct the gold from it. Okay, 2.
Did too.
Can I buy a bottle?
Of the liquor,
Yeah.
it'll be 75 gold.
You know, I'm buying it. That was some good shit. I'm buying it.
Yeah, it's like tequila, but like great flavor tequila. That's why it's
I hate it, but Yrlakk's loving it.
not at the like the aftertaste of tequila. Hey, you're not at the bar. You're at the fucking bottle. But they've got a cheap bottle of wine on their table. As all of you take your drinks, I'll come back to what the party is doing in a moment. Welcome to this guy. You're showing him to talk to us. Only, look at the prince. Really, it's looks like anything you're on a star. People are gonna be talking. Like your mom is definitely gonna hear about this.
Because
Honestly, I'm probably the one that tells us so. You're an adventurer now with all the money. He's gonna go, I won't tell him. Right?
Right. I'm gonna get
Yeah. The bartender comes over 26. 3 shots now for you.
It's not from your
Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell the Wellington making with them. Oh, sorry, I wasn't going to feel feet. Or I'm gonna feed Wellington, please. Maybe they might be playing no, they went to the library though, they said they're going out of town. I mean, good find about that now. What to tell you? What did you want to manual? He's talking to us. I'm trying to get some dick tonight. And then Dalton stands and walks over to Yrlakk. Oh, I don't realize.
your dog lost.
As you grab him and say that, he's like, "Oh, I go to a bar, I'm the ugliest motherfucker, and I stuck your cock." Ah,
Yrlakk is really ugly.
that's fucking wrong.
I mean, I thought in general, kid.
So Yrlakk, you're taking another shot, and you feel like a small pat on your leg.
Might.
So I'm just gonna small pat like somebody taps on your leg, and you can see about 3 feet tall, a grayish purple gnome with slick back white hair, and he's got this like blazer on with a bright red shirt tucked in his trousers and nice shoes. What are you doing there? Showed you look pretty nice tonight.
Where are you?
Oh, sorry, name's Stubbs. Hand up, shake your hand. Don't if you hear the sound, you'll run for Rauva. Gestures over to Rauva in the corner.
As stylish as you are, I'm gonna say, already bought a whole bottle for myself, so I'm alright.
You're gonna get your top off, you let me know. Get the magic, didn't you? You guys did check on you.
can.
You can't, you're wearing the ring? Good, because you rolled low anyways. So, as you're catching up with some old friends, Dalton kind of pissed at you for no, but you would stop to begin with. And also, you're friends with the guy that just shut him down, so. The rest of you going to get drunk? Anything in particular you want to accomplish?
Oh, I've already poured out 5 shots, and I'm like taking them one after.
All right.
By the way, it was 17 on
We'll talk about it outside. As the night goes
I
on,
want to compliment Ulfric.
constantly think Ulfric drinks. He's keeping up with Wolf. He is not seeing even the slightest inebriation.
And seen some shit.
It's with a few humans, I can probably outdrink it. We'll find out, I think. But right now, he's drinking from his own bottle. This is a few Ulfric and Yrlakk have all bought a bottle.
I think one bottle will be fine for Wolf, but we'll see past that.
Okay, this specific alcohol is called Under the Bridge. The name of it.
With the breach.
Under the breach. Under the breach.
Under the breach.
Anything you want to talk about in particular with them?
I just fuck him.
They don't believe you. Maybe they're inclined to believe you, but like they're not.
I tried to.
It will not roll than 1,000 dice at a time. It will not roll more than 1,000 dice at a time, no matter that number. So
It didn't roll.
D100s would be you roll over 500, so it's over 1,000 dice. So that's 2d10s.
I can't even roll one on my computer.
I can roll it.
Maybe.
Yep, I'm surprised that that laptop is the size of a TV.
It's also very old. And he put mods on it.
I know.
Gary's mod.
Gary's not.
So as you all drink, the night carries on.
That was me.
Chuck is first. And Chuck, this is like a much different drunk when you had all that weed. That was a very heavy drunk. This is a light drunk.
Oh, this
It's a very head focused drunk. And unlike when your body's not tired, you're feeling a lot more amped, and like the pain in your body's kind of gone.
Chuck goes on the dance floor.
Yeah, demonstration. I'm going to give you advantage. DC's high because you're.
I could forget. Catch up and really solve it.
Bugs flips you on. Hey, at least, one of us is going to escape.
Oh.
So you all watch as Chuck walks out there, not limping, not hobbling, not his normal slow walk. Starts straight like freaking breaking a move, dancing with the wind.
I say, guys, I'm so drunk that Chuck is actually not looking like Chuck right now.
Oh, frick. If I actually no, I think he's just extremely fun. You're dancing as well. You're not doing quite as good. You're you kind of look a little robotic. Very much so. I drink a bottle, actually. It's not an empty bottle and stuff is out. You're talking to your friends, you're still there to see them. You didn't want to talk to me, you said you were looking for them to begin with, so. Oh, there another bottle, please. The bartender has a bottle.
I'm gonna grab it.
And he sets another stack of gold down.
I'm gonna grab the bottle.
That was for you. I'm taking another shot, though. There's no drinking laws in. You get drunk and die here for all I care. You hear like 5 people, yeah. One of those is Chuck. Okay. The first swig here now. Looking around at everyone drunk around you, the Warforged be the last to be drunk other than the dwarf. Because Warforged has a high tolerance for alcohol, but he's drank a lot of alcohol at this point. Well, freaking you both in a little buzz. Oh, no, drink them.
No.
He sets down another stack of gold, and 8 beers are set out for each. Bartender,
Yeah, against the dwarf.
I think it's a good clean fight. What the rules are. First one is we're all but pass out loses. Which goal are you going to put down on this?
Oh, regurgitation.
Ulfric reaches in his pocket,
500.
pulls out 5 stacks of gold, and puts it down. 500 for me.
Hey! Oh, put down.
Alright? So, make a d20. I'm gonna roll the Ice Envy Oktoberfest d20.
Nice.
One that is supposed to be based on beer. This question.
Hello.
Right. The first beer. Sorry, this is a constitution
Save.
save. Pull up. Okay. Over tree, sheep. Tree. What?
It's like 46. So
Okay. Okay. The first one, you down it faster. He's right on top of you. He's barely behind. Right. All right, everyone. Those who are not paying attention, you get a drink off between a human and a dwarf. Second ale. Total up.
Holy
Shit, bro.
Oh,
Oh, gosh, shit on lot.
ironically, it was Hugo.
what?
And he did not have a natural 20. Damn. So, for 229, both of you, hear the second ale, hearing cheers, hearing people call out your names, hearing generally the word chaos being chanted. Yes. On that second ale, slanted down, and a small crack in both of your ales, and you finish at the same time. Third ale, folks, third ale! You little man.
We need this. This is Chaos Management's first win. We need this.
Bolt, it's just ahead and slams it down. Ulfric does not really seem to slow down, but he's keeping a steady pace. Slams it down. Grabs the fourth, which is the barkeep. Folks, we're halfway through after this one, the fourth ale. And this time, Ulfric pretty much takes it back down. Ulfric's going a little bit slower. Sets it down. He's not throwing up. He's not looking sick. He's slowing down a little bit. Folks, we might have the winner showing up in the dwarf. Ulfric stands. No, we don't. He grabs the fifth ale and pulls it over.
The bees.
Give me 6.
1 second.
Shit myself.
His shouting no we don't was not just shouting. He had something to go.
And that rocks.
It is a 21. Yours?
6.
Cool.
Fine.
So you're still keeping a bit ahead of him on that fifth ale. 6th ale, folks. 6th ale. There's 8 ale.
Bet he can't make it to 10. Chuck would just go back. They can't make it.
It's such a bad idea.
19. This time, Vol drinks at the same pace. He slams his drink down and over. He's already finished that 6th drink. 7th ale, folks. We've got 2 left.
Gold on the dwarf.
Both seeing this, picks up straight up, like opens his throat, slides it down, and the glass down over just behind him. Last ale, folks. We've got no vomit. Just the last ale. First one done wins.
You're gonna get it.
You're both you and Alfred. Alfred.
So 7, so it's 16.
Wait. Alfred, both getting advantage in the last one.
Oh. Get me better.
Watches Wulf takes it as one straight, slides it again. Time he's done, he looks over only halfway through that last glass. Sets it down. The Constitution save. Do you have advantage against being poisoned? We'll have advantage on.
No.
Watch all the system down, but everybody's going crazy, chanting chaos. And Wulf, you feel terrible in your stomach.
No.
Oh.
You need to find a trash can.
No. How? No, how do I
Make another. If you're gonna try to hold it down, you have another con save with disadvantage.
Oh.
Both. He was vomiting onto the table. The crowd goes quiet. He starts screaming. I can see a little hand fly in the air. Wulf raises both hands, pulls out a handkerchief off his waist, sits it down in front of both. Everyone! Chaos under management! Everyone starts shouting, chanting chaos. Meanwhile,
Holy God.
That's stuck in real life, right?
let me change the music. As you finish just yelling essentially at this over. Make a wisdom saving throw. Hear in your head voice. Yeah, that's not for you to find. Need to. I think it's cut off. All the magic in the room around you is gone. It's faded. The magic on you fades. Magic on you fades. Feeling a more red hue to your skin. I think it's kind of cold. You hear a faint popping sound from behind you. Make a perception check.
Oh, fuck no.
As you turn around, putting eyes on the back of your head, see a 7 foot tall, familiar figure, singular bun of hair in the top of their back of their head, red tattoos coming down their forehead, piercing yellow eyes. Dalton looks at you. Did you speak? What is it? Our natural will pick up next week. Ah!
Oh no.
So,
That's bad. That's so bad.
I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching as much as we've enjoyed playing. Another phenomenal cliffhanger left here for you guys. So we'll get excited for next week.
I'm enjoying losing everyone.
Hope you guys enjoyed as much as we did. We'll see you next time we venture into Elvester.